So before we begin this talk, so that we're not complete strangers, allow me to figure out who's here today. How many of you here are founders? Just curious, founders, raise your hand. You have a project? Wow, a lot of founders. How about investors? Maybe you're part of a venture fund, angel investor. More of an institutional side, bigger checks, kind of like that. Any investors here? Maybe a little too early, right? You gotta sleep in, more investors. How many of you here are more of like, hey, I'm kind of new to this space. I don't know what I want to do, but I know I gotta be here somewhere. Figure out what to do in Web3, a little bit new. Okay, got some of you. No shame, amazing. All right, well, my name is Denis. I'm the founder of Vera Labs. And today, instead of talking to you how awesome our technology is, I think I want to talk about something, take a step back, take a look at a bigger picture, right? And ask this question. No matter if you're a founder, an investor, a newbie, an OG like myself, why are we here in TOKEN2049 when we could be somewhere else, right? So if I were to say, can anyone here maybe tell me or take a quick guess, one word on why a lot of people are coming here, shelling out hard-earned money and time in this crypto winter to come out? Any guesses? Okay, I'll motivate you. I'll throw out some prizes if anyone just gives me any answer. Right? I'm trying to get a little bit of participation here. Anyone? Any one word on why a lot of people come out to these events? What's that? Blockchain. Well, yeah, that's a database technology, but okay, that's maybe one reason. But anyway, thanks for shouting out. So here, if you don't mind, try to catch that. There you go, good catch. Anyone else? Any other? Why are you here? Why are you here? Make money. Wow, somebody's really direct, right? Cut straight chase, make money. You're actually the winner, all right? The reality is, like, I actually asked people all throughout the streets the past couple days while here. Here you go. I don't want to hit somebody, but I'm going to throw this to you. There you go. So I asked a lot of people, why are you here, right? People say innovation, blockchain, you know, change the world. Sure, absolutely, I agree. That's why I'm here. But to be honest, if all of us, whether you're an investor or entrepreneur, can contribute to those things, learn about blockchain, but you really are not getting motivated for all your efforts and time spent to it, make your money, I don't think most people will be here, right? And my point is, thank you for being, you know, saying it for what it is, right? There's definitely a lot of money at stake. A lot of people are here at these events, investing and throwing these events, because really there's a lot of money to be made, right? And we need to understand that, because nothing's wrong with money. You know, it's a unit of freedom, but we need these resources to achieve goals, right? And build the technology, make the adoption happen. And so for me, myself, I can say, hey, I got in 2017, and this industry changed my life. Not just financially, but it built a global network of friends and talent. There's travel opportunities, Singapore and whatnot. In fact, I think they had conferences here all the way since 2017 and before, right? If you're a digital nomad like myself, you could work anywhere you want. It's financial freedom. You can figure out what your passions are. You know, you can confront your fears, right? Well, for a lot of us, there are people that started in the industry much earlier. They definitely made their mark, got the results, and it's time for them to give back to help others also achieve whatever they want to achieve in this industry. And that's actually one of the main reasons why I'm here today, right? Instead of telling you this is what we achieved, these are products we're building, which I'll talk upon it, what the purpose of this talk is, I want to talk about, you know, if you are newer to this industry, what exactly should you be focusing on right now in this bear market where you're much more prepared to achieve your goals in the next bull cycle, which could be 1, 2, even 3 years away, who knows, right? And there's something I created called the Vera method, VERA, right? Visualize, educate, recession-proof strategy, and ape in. So to get started, visualize, right? I asked a lot of people this question, right? I know you're super passionate about blockchain. You really want to, you know, change the world, maybe invest, you can make your money, but here's the thing. In order for this industry to be a trillion-dollar industry or grow, where there's mass adoption, it's not only you need to believe in this industry, you need the people around you to believe. And a lot of times these people may not be the same demographic as you. So what is the easiest way to educate other people in order for them to see the power of this industry, right? I mean, I ask people, hey, what's blockchain? I'm not sure. What's the difference between crypto and NFT? I'm not sure, right? People trying to explain, they get in these lectures. It's really hard to do, to be honest with you. And it took me a very long time in order to have different ways to show the simplicity and power of this industry and why it is the future. So, well, let's do a very simple example, right? How many of you here in this room have, I would say, at least $100 of any cryptocurrency? Raise your hand. In any of your wallets, right? Okay, some of you. How many of you have probably an NFT? An NFT, that is one of the blue chip NFTs, maybe one of those top 10 NFTs on OpenSea or something like that. Okay, nobody. Actually, there's more crypto people, right? How many of you, I guess no matter what question I ask, you probably won't raise your hand, right? Anyone? Okay, cool. Well, here's the thing. For those of you that don't really have cryptocurrency or an NFT, right? This is really new to you. Well, here's the thing. Scan this QR code, enter an email. It's just one click. And later, after this talk, you'll have instructions to get cryptocurrency, Vera tokens, right? And an NFT in your wallet. And now, officially, I can say you're part of this movement. Why am I showing this? Well, imagine before cryptocurrency or NFT existed, how easy is it to a room of complete strangers, probably from all over the world? You could have completely different bank accounts, different phones, different apps, different infrastructure in order to send a simple payment to everyone within 1 minute or less, right? What if we're not talking about payments or cryptocurrency? We're talking about sending you an asset, right? I understand JPEGs are all the rage right now, but it represents ownership of that piece of art. But in the future, that can be anything: a house, a car, a share, a share of a company. Imagine able to send that over to anyone you choose to in a mouse click. That is the power of blockchain technology and Web3. And I hope that everyone can have a simple way to explain this to the masses to see why this is the future and why banks, title companies, intermediaries, that really will be the thing of the past. Give it 5, 10 years, right? So able to visualize the power of technologies, saying less to more. That's one thing I hope everyone can develop in this room. Second is, let's talk about the metaverse, right? I mean, people talk about metaverse all the time. Mark Zuckerberg's getting in it. Well, what is the metaverse like? Well, I think that question is a loaded question. It's very hard because there are like 10 million interpretations of what a metaverse is. Everyone says they have a metaverse, right? But I wanted to show you this really quick clip about a brand new metaverse that just got launched recently, live product. It's in our venture studio called Curaverse. I'm not going to talk about it until I show this clip, and then you'll get what I'm trying to get at, all right? All right, so what is this? So imagine this metaverse where no matter what your NFT is, what brand you represent, whether it's Bored Apes, Doodles, whatever's hot in your area, you can log in or connect the wallet and immediately take on to be that character of whatever IP or brand you represent. In this case, it's a Fortnite-like game where you shoot and all that. There's casino, there's gambling, cool stuff. Okay? But, okay, that's maybe a community of different NFTs. They're hanging out, they're playing. It's like they're playing games, or it's a social metaverse. All of those components, right? For the interest of time, I'm gonna stop it right there. Well, why am I showing this? Whether or not you're a gamer, okay, that's not the main point. The main point is, in the future, Web3 allows open collaboration, new business models. Different brands that were once competitors of themselves, of each other, or neutral to each other, they can now work together. They can engage different fans and communities of them, and they find platforms such as this one that allows their fans to come in, have their fun, socialize, but at the same time to be able to have self-expression on what exactly each community is passionate about, right? And these type of communities right now are growing. Yuga Labs have been talking about it with Bored Apes trying to build a metaverse. Well, this startup actually achieved what Yuga Labs wanted to achieve. And they recently just partnered with GameStop, as a matter of fact, which is a meme stock. GameStop's launching an NFT. It's like a national NFT. They just sold out, actually, just a couple days ago. And if you own one of those NFTs, you can now come into this metaverse or game, play it using the NFT as a skin, right? So in my opinion, the metaverse of the future, once again, whether it's a game, it's a social community in real life, or digital, is basically made up of communities and people that are aligned with different tribes and brands, but able to actually identify, work with each other, play with each other, socialize, right? As opposed to, and they are the ones that create the community and the features that community they want, as opposed to the Web 2, where a big tech company creates everything and says you have to consume these experiences. That is the metaverse of the future. Next is VE, so educate, not evangelize, right? So I think that one of the big things, and a challenge for myself especially, is in this journey, is while we're going to events, we're meeting people, we're learning about Web3, NFTs, well, if we set the goal to want to teach anything we learn to others, then more than likely you're going to master it more than just you knowing yourself. And I believe that if you're a founder or an investor representing a fund, we need to go out there and constantly educate, not evangelize. Win the hearts, minds, people, have them understand a vision, and that way they can participate in this industry. And actually, I strongly believe the bear market will end much sooner if 1 million of us did that, right? And one of the key takeaways in this area I want to talk about is something called the technology adoption curve and also the growth curve. A lot of folks, of course, made a lot of money in 2017 and whatnot when this curve went to the peak of height. 2021, I believe, was that peak of hype. And now it's all the way back down. Obviously, all of us know, oh, the bull cycle will come. Sure. But my takeaway is it won't be the same bull cycle that it was in the past. Things will definitely be a lot slower. The focus is less on hype, more on adoption. So I won't be going through all this today in this talk to interest time, but if we educate ourselves and understand how new technologies affect business, there's growth curves. We're from the early adoption phase, we're moving into the early majority phase, then we'll make smarter investment decisions, and we'll make smart decisions on what type of business we should build to win being in front of the trends. Lastly, recession-proof strategy, right? A lot of people are like, I'm sitting and waiting right now until the recession's over, until I build. Well, my advice to everyone is, one, don't wait for this adoption, create the adoption. Two, make sure the demand for NFTs, for example, can be high even during a recession. Right now, inflation's at all-time high in some countries. Mortgages, house prices are all-time high. I heard in Singapore yesterday you can't even buy a house if you have money because they ran out of supply. And there's all these things, gas is high. Well, why would people want to buy an NFT, an art? The retail customers want to buy even cryptocurrency if this is happening. Well, does that mean there's no demand? No, there is demand. NFT is a technology, right? You still eat, you still drink, you still gonna survive. There are brands that are still making money every day. How can we use NFT technology and get into those industry and niches that has demand during a recession, right? And lastly, we need to ensure that all this technology is usable by retail customers, not just tech-savvy degens that have wallets. Lastly, ape in. And for this part, last couple minutes, I would like to actually bring on a special guest that I think is an epitome of ape in. I don't know if he's here today. Had a little issue coming in security, but oh, he's here. Awesome, amazing. So Cordell, why don't you come up and talk a little bit about what you're doing? I'd like to invite a very surprise visit with a special friend. You might know him as Champ Medici, as his name out there, but go ahead. You want to? Oh, you don't have to click. You just talk here. Oh, you got a mic. Why don't you just quickly talk about who you are, what you're doing here in Singapore, maybe a little bit of your background, and share a few key messages of what the crowd here should know.
Yeah, thank you, Dennis. How y'all doing today? Everybody good? My name is Cornell Broadus.
I'll go on.
You know, I'm from the States. It's my first time in Asia, actually. I'm out here because I launched my fund, my crypto fund. It's called Welcome to the Block. And essentially, you know, I'm 25 years old. You know, I want to be representative of what the next wave of investors look like. because I feel like this is the next wave. You know, Web 3.0 is very, very essential. You know, I am the son of Snoop Dogg, so a lot of his Web3 initiatives have been ran by me and my team, Snoop Geek Squad, Nick Adler, you know, just to name a few. And why I felt it was so important on bringing my father to Web3 was because of the endless possibilities of being able to speak to your community, being able to be hands-on with creatives and entrepreneurs. And over at Welcome to the Block, that's exactly what we do. You know, we're looking for young innovators, young builders that are trying to disrupt this space that we're in. And for the last 24 months, we've been doing things like creating digital music NFTs and, you know, really utilizing the IP and the rights that we have with some of our NFTs that we own. For example, we own a Bored Ape. And one of the first initiatives that we did with our Bored Ape was we released a song called High. And we did 500 quantities of that song at $500. And it instantly sold out. And the beauty of that track was once you bought it, you got the instrument and you got the stems. So for the first time, Snoop Dogg fans were able to own a record of his, were able to be on the same track as him, were able to, you know, remix a song with him and hopefully get it retweeted on his platform. So for aspiring artists, it was very, very empowering. And that's what I see the potential of this space being, you know, just really giving not even just artists, but creators of all genres a platform to really utilize what they're trying to push forward. Web3 is extremely, extremely important to me. My background was sports. I played football at UCLA. You know, growing up, I felt like I was marginalized in a sense, because success looked like you were either a rapper or you were an athlete as a black man. And I didn't identify with either or. I've always had a bug of being an entrepreneur. I've always had a bug of being a businessman. And now with Web3, I can really go down a journey where I can carve my name and submit my name into, you know, a space like this and leave a legacy of my own. So any young guys out there that are looking to get into Web3, looking to invest and, you know, try to change the future, I say just go for it. You know, don't hold back. Don't feel like you're too late. We're still in the infancy stage. Everything is extremely new. I understand that, you know, technology isn't at the realm we want it at and the standards that we're used to, but you just got to look at your phone. I remember when the first iPhone came out to now we're up to iPhone 14. Look at all the possibilities you can do. You can FaceTime, you can do all these cool things. The first iPhone, you could barely do one thing. You know, so we just got to look at this space as, you know, it's inclining tremendously fast, and Web3 is here to stay. I'm Cornell Broadus. Thank you guys for my time.
Hey, everyone, give Cordell a round of applause, a.k.a. Champ Medici. Thanks for coming here today, and we appreciate him for sharing a few words of advice and wisdom to everyone here when we talk about aping in. If any of you want to talk more to Cordell, myself, learn more about our thoughts in this industry, I mean, they just launched a new Web3 fund called Welcome to the Block, working with a lot of smart people, especially youth around the world, to do big things. You know, Champ Medici has some events tonight and throughout the next couple days. Just Google Champ Medici Lounge Singapore. I think the website is welcometotheblock.io, and you'll get all the event information. Come talk to us personally. Tonight, also, NFT Asia. Our company is throwing an event at Zouk nightclub in Singapore. It's red carpet attire. Look sharp. Come on over. Talk to us. It won't be super loud music, crazy partying. It's like good music, NFT art galleries, and just networking, right? We're doing it with Polygon, Azukis, Doodles here in Singapore, and some of these top NFT projects. Come check us out. I think Champ will be there too. I'll be there. Once again, thank you everyone coming today. See you when I see you. Hopefully this was helpful. Take care.